Today I'm going to ask you some questions to find more out about you. What's your
Okay.
name?
Lily.
And how old are you?
I'm 7 years old.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 2nd grade.
Very nice. And what is your favorite book?
My favorite book is Knuffle Bunny.
What do you like about the Knuffle Bunny book?
Because it's funny and silly that he has to dig through all the laundry to find Knuffle Bunny, and I don't like the part where Trixie keeps bawling and bawling. It's kind of funny a little bit.
All right. My next question is, what do you like to do on a Saturday? If you don't have school, what do you like to do?
I normally like to play with my mom and dad, or maybe my brother, or maybe with my toys by myself if they're playing with each other. If there's an accident or something bad going on, I just like to play by myself. And sometimes we get to watch movies and shows.
What kind of movies do you like to watch?
I like to watch Barbie movies, and I like to watch princess movies.
Princess movies? Do you ever read Barbie books or princess books?
Yes, I do. I have Barbie and Princess Power upstairs, and I have some other Barbie and princess books up in my room. And sometimes for Saturdays, if we're lucky, we get to go to our grandma's house, and I like to play Super Mario 3D World at their house.
At grandma's house?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What kind of sports do you like to play?
I like to do dancing. If choir is a sport, then yes, I like to do choir.
Okay.
I like to do swimming because I take swim club. And I like to do some other sports, like if we're at our grandma's, sometimes I'll play like soccer or maybe basketball outside, or maybe I'll flex my energy out and stretch, and maybe sometimes I'll practice my splits.
Oh,
So
you
I'll
like
be
stretching splits?
And I'll practice my heel stretch so I can get better at it.
Are those important for dance class?
They're really important for dance because if you stretch your muscles and if you stretch your arms and legs, you'll get more flexible. And the more flexible you are, the more things you can do in dance.
That's wonderful. All right, now I have a list of different types of books, and I want to find out which ones you would like to read for fun, just if it wasn't having to be for school. Would you like books about sports?
Yes, I would, because I'd like to know more about the sports that I can do so I can be better at sports.
Oh, I'd help you learn about the sports?
The sports that I'm practicing.
That's a good idea, a good way to learn about sports. How about adventure stories?
Yes, because I can get my mind on stuff that have clues, and I like adventures. So like a pirate story, or maybe Peter Pan would be an adventure story because you're going somewhere to a different place in a storybook or in a movie, and it's really exciting to see what place you go to. And some of the places have mysteries.
Oh, mysteries. That's another good. That was even on my list. So you like mystery stories too?
Uh-huh.
I'll put you down for that one. How about stories about people?
I like stories about people because we are people, and if I like stories about other things too, but mostly I like stories about people. It keeps my mind going, and I wonder what's going to happen to the people, and what the people will do, and what the people will see.
Would you want to read stories about people who are grown-ups or people who are kids, or would you like to read about both?
I like to read about both because maybe grown-ups have something in common that kids don't, and maybe kids have something in common that grown-ups don't.
That's true too. How about funny stories? Would you want to read funny stories?
Yes, I like to read funny stories because I like to laugh, and laughing is fun, and fun is just, well, fun.
Oh, All right, and then stories about real events or real people, so that means they'd be nonfiction.
I like.
Would you want to read that kind?
Yes, because it tells you facts about real stuff, and you can learn about real stuff in the world or places or people or things more. You can learn more about it because fiction are just stories about whatever, and they're just funny and laughter. And nonfiction, you can start wherever you want in the book, but for fiction, you have to start at the very beginning because it has a beginning, middle, and end.
That's a really important skill to know. Did you learn that at school?
Uh-huh.
Wow. All right, now I have quick questions. It's going to say, yes, I like it, sometimes, or no, it has a frowny face. Do you read at home?
Yes, I do.
Is reading hard for you?
Sometimes it's hard for me because sometimes there are tricky words. Sometimes there are tricky words, and sometimes they're too hard to spell, so I need a little help. But first, I try to chunk them up or sound them out.
Okay, those are really
so
good
I wouldn't
clues.
say yes, and I wouldn't say no.
So that's why you're a sometimes. All right. Do you like to read long stories, or do you prefer to read shorter stories?
I like both. Either one is fine with me because I like to read chapter books and I like to read picture books.
Oh, and are you a good reader? Yes, sometimes, or no?
Yes, I'm a good reader because I love to read.
Because you love to read?
I love to read, and that's why my mom is doing a read report for me.
All right, only 2 more questions.
Okay.
What gives you the most problems when you read?
Difficult words or struggling words that I don't know, and I can't chunk them or sound them out.
Oh, so you're wanting other ways to figure them out?
So my first way would be chunking them up into groups, and then if that doesn't work, I'm just trying to sound out the word, or maybe look at the letters and think my own way to see what the word is.
That's a good idea. Those are all good problem solving. All right, my last one. I read best when I
read best when my brain is focused on the book, and when I have a good book to choose, not a boring book or an easy book or too hard book. I try to choose books in my book box that are just right for me. So our teacher, Miss Stein, says you can do 1 chapter book or more, but you have to have 1 chapter book.
Okay.
But you can do more, and you can do a picture book, or if you want, you can do more. So that's why I have 4 chapter books in my book box and 1 picture book. We call picture books sometimes that are too easy for you a vacation book. So you can take your mind off of the hard stuff and you can have a vacation with those hard books, and you can get a book that can settle your mind and can calm you down from all the commotion and big words.
That's wonderful. Thanks for helping me out today, Lily.
You're welcome, Mama.